Check, check, check. We're live, yeah? Check. Check. What's happening, man? Yeah, I did a live before this and it was a bit fucking shit. It was a bit boring, man. It was a bit disappointing. Yes, but what's happening? Everyone all good, yeah? You need that ad revenue. That's it, man. That is it. That is it. That is it. To a degree. It's all about the bag, innit? Yeah? It's all about the fucking bag, man. I've been in a gym, you know, for years and years, you know, with like multi-millionaires. Kell Brook boxed Golovkin, Errol Spence. Who else has he boxed? Who's Kell boxed? Oh, he boxed Terence Crawford, didn't he? Yeah, pay-per-view. So Kell Brook's a multi-millionaire, yeah? Billy Joe Saunders. You know, he's boxed Eubank, fucking Canelo. But he left the gym, you know, before he boxed Canelo. But he was already a multi-millionaire, Billy Joe Saunders. Johnny Nelson, he made a load of money. He was a world champ. So it's hard to be around like people who are rich and you're just a little broke fucker, a little peasant. It's hard to walk into the gym, you know what I mean, after just getting off a bus. And you turn up to the gym and there's all these fancy cars outside. And you're walking into the gym, you know, with your little Primark shoes. It's a bit demoralizing. And you're seeing all these successful people. Brendan Ingle, who was a brilliant trainer, you know what I mean? He was on the level of a Costamato. So yeah, that's what I mean. I want the bag. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. All these people who say money is the root of all evil, just fuck off. You've never had money. You haven't got a clue what money's like, have you? I don't want to disrespect the poor, but it's just true, innit? Yeah, fucking... Who was better, Steve Austin or The Undertaker? Well, I was into wrestling, you know, when it was like WWF, you know, when it was like real. Not this WWE shit that these little kids are watching. I'm old as fuck. I'm in my 30s, so I remember like the old school wrestling. And The Undertaker, he used to like put his opponents in like a little move called the pile driver. And he'd knock them out, yeah? And then he'd like push their bodies into a coffin, you know, that was next to the ring. And he'd put a lid on it and he'd hammer, you know, some nails into the coffin lid. And then he'd push them back stage and have like a little funeral for them. Yeah, the tombstone, that's it. It was called the tombstone. He'd knock them out and then push their unconscious bodies into a coffin, put a lid on and fucking hammer it, take them backstage and like have a little funeral for them. You know, that music, the Undertaker's music, it was, yeah, man. I used to love it. I used to really enjoy it. You know, the Black Critter, he tried to like come out, didn't it, to the Undertaker's music, but he hasn't got character like the fucking Undertaker. He's not interesting like the Undertaker. The Black Critter, he tries too hard, don't he, to be like Mayweather, but it's not working. So yeah, I prefer the Undertaker. Coogan met Hulk Hogan, didn't he? And Hulk Hogan said that he don't want his daughter going with a fucking N-word. You know, and then Coogan ran up to Hulk Hogan, you know, and asked him for a photo. Coogan, his morals are really low, aren't they? You don't give a fuck. He had a kid, you know, with a woman who was in like a Playboy magazine. I don't want to get too personal, but it's just true, innit? Coogan's... Have you moved in next door to the Cobra yet? Not yet. I'm a few grand away, you know, if I'm getting the bag. So I'm just milking the fuck out of these lives and just talking a lot of shit. It's good to interact with the viewers though. It's not just all about money, is it? But that is the main thing in it. Shout out to Mikey Fox for the super chat. Give me a shout out for the GTA players, bro. Be appreciated. Yeah, shout out to Mikey Fox. What's happened to your knuckle? I had a fight the other day, you know, with 3 guys who tried to push in front of me at the kebab shop. And we had a little scrap, you know, outside. And I took a few punches. Admittedly, I took a few kicks to the face. One of them put me in a little Khabib chokehold. But I managed to get through it, and then I got up and just fucking knocked one of them out. And then I got arrested. And I got put in a cell, you know, a police cell in Nottingham for about 16 hours. I was so fucking bored, man. I got found, they let me out basically because it was self-defense and they attacked me. You're back in Usyk. Why though? He's shit out heavyweight. He's not doing anything, is he? He's fucking struggling, isn't he? Cesaro, so I won't really put my money on him. What's your street record? My street record is probably, I don't know, I'd say 6-0. You'd have to knocking that guy out the other day with a left hook, but I took a few punches and a few kicks to the face, so I don't know. But that's fighting, innit? It's fucking, look at Nassim Hamed against Kevin Kelly. He got knocked down a few times, didn't he? He got hit in the face, got knocked down. Then he got up and just fucked up Kevin Kelly. So it's not about how you start, it's about how you end. I started really well against Eubank Jr., but I fucked up and I lost. And that's in the history books. So it's fucking irritating. Because Chris Eubank Jr. is not all that good. He's just got a good engine, hasn't he? Hold on. Shout out to Grimsby. You stole £5 from me in your last vid. You YB Thai FL bitch. Sent it you for a blowy. Some good ones in the Grimsby area. Yeah, thanks for the super chat. I don't know what you said. I'm seeing double. This is my second bottle, you know. I'm on the Blossom Hill, but I've got a little bit of vodka here. And I try not to drink every day, innit, because it's not. I could have killed somebody the other day, you know, when I threw a left hook at that guy. When I hit him, he fucking smashed his skull on the pavement, and the police had to put him in like a recovery position. That's a true story, so I could have killed him, you know, like who's killed somebody in the streets? Yeah, I know a few guys who have hit people, you know, and killed them. But I don't want to really fucking bring him into it. Tell us the fight story. Those 3 guys tried to push in front of me at the kebab shop. And my ego, it won't allow that to happen, so I had to fucking have a little scrap with him outside afterwards. I got punched, got a little black eye, I think. Got kicked in the face, but I fucking knocked one of them out. So it was kind of like a draw in it. Shout out to School Froggery for the super chat. Here's a poxy £5 for scrambling out of that Khabib chokehold to clinch another KO in the streets. TBE, elite level striking, yes. Thanks for that, School Froggery. Felt so good. Felt really good. I didn't really get many knockouts, you know, in my little shit boxing career. My record was a bit of a joke. So it's like I'm trying to make up for it in the streets. But I don't just go out there like trying to fuck people up. It's only when they like try and push in front of me, you know, at the kebab shop. I've got to fucking lay them out, man. Free Adam Johnson. Yeah, that was that guy who was fucking around with like a little young underage girl. But he was like a Premiership footballer, wasn't he? So he's getting the bag. He's getting 50 grand a fucking week. So why is he fucking around with like youngsters? Like, it's like, I don't know. Bill Cosby. You know, Bill Cosby. He's a multi-millionaire, you know what I mean? So I don't know why he's having to drug these women. Talk about the times when you've punched women. I don't know, like people say men shouldn't hit women and all that, but I disagree with that. It depends, innit? It depends on the circumstances. It depends on the context, innit? Like, I used to work in a club. Some women would try and get in and the bouncers would say, have you got any ID? And the women would say no. So the bouncer would say, well, you can't come in then. And then the women would try and like spit on the bouncer, you know, and try and attack him and all that. Come on, those women need to be laid out. They need to get fucking knocked out, man. You know, these women talk about they want equality, don't they? They want equal rights. They want equality. They want to be treated equally. Well, fucking get knocked out then. If you want to act like a man, you'll get knocked out like a man. It's simple, isn't it? Look at this little fucking idiot in the comments. Wow. Men should hit women. What the fuck? Yeah, you haven't lived in the real world, mate. You haven't lived in the real fucking world. I've had a few women trying to attack me. Unjustly. And it's like, just say if like a woman. Say if a man hits me, yeah? And then I go to hit him and then he says to me, I identify as a woman, so you can't hit me. It's like a grey area, isn't it? Some women can beat up men as well. Shannon Contney could beat up Prince Patel, you know, in a street fight. So it's like a grey area, isn't it? Some women can beat up men. Some women will stab you like Kell Brook. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, you're right. A lot of women have got scissors, you know, in their handbags, and they try and... I slapped a female once who attacked me. That's what I mean. Like, if women are getting aggressive, yeah, if they're getting all masculine and they're coming out of their role as like a lady, why should I stick to my role as a gentleman and not fucking attack them? They're stepping out of their role as a lady, aren't they, by acting masculine and aggressive? They're not being ladies, are they? So why should I be a gentleman and be all chivalrous and not hit women? Why should I stick to my role if they're not sticking to their role? So yeah, whatever. Listen, I'll fucking... woman down. Why was Kell Brook stabbed? Someone said he tried to grab a man's ass, you know, in Tenerife or Marbella or wherever. People say Kell's a bit fruity, so he allegedly tried to grab a man's ass, you know, and violated him. So the guy stabbed him up, which is I don't know if it's understandable. It's a bit extreme, isn't it? My ex used to try it all the time. First time I slapped it, I was the bad guy. Yeah, fucking listen. Also, if you slap women, it turns them on. You know what I mean? Women like men who are fucking manly, masculine. You know, if you're a little bitch like Prince Patel or that little fucking YB bitch, these guys aren't getting any pussy, man. Women like masculine men, don't they? Just like our men like feminine women. So yeah, are you attracted to Clarissa Shields? You're not, are you? You're not. You're fucking not. I'm not. Most men in boxing aren't. Because she's masculine. She's like a man. She's got that testosterone and it's not attractive, is it? So men don't like masculine women and women don't like feminine men. So, you know, if you give a woman a little slap and that, it will turn them on. They'll want to fuck. They'll want to fuck you, man. I'm telling you. Best to date a nice woman and be nice and good. Well, women always act nice on the dates. That's what I mean. When you're dating, you don't really know somebody. You're going on a little date to Nando's, you're smiling, you're fucking being all fake, trying to be all nice and friendly. But after months and months and months, that's when the true colours come out. You know, Coogan, he was posting photos, you know, of him and his little kid and his baby mama. But then you see him in that video of him dancing, you know, at that DAZN event. You know, with that woman, what's her name, who works for Eddie Earn. I forgot her name, Bella. She had her tits out and Coogan was dancing with her and he was probably trying to fuck her, innit? So yeah, whatever. Yeah, shout out to Josie for the super chat. Tell us about amateur boxing promoters. Did you have a promoter? Is it really possible to survive as a journeyman in boxing? Yeah, of course it is. Journeymen get paid more than these little so-called prospects because they fight every 2 weeks, don't they? So they probably get about 800 quid. When I boxed a couple of journeymen, I had to give them 800 quid. So if you're getting that every 2 weeks, how much is that a month? 1,600 quid. 4, 8, 12, 6, so that's 400 quid a week. And because they're losing anyway, they don't have to train hard, do they? So they probably train twice a week, so they can work full time and get another 400 quid. So they get 800 quid a week. So yeah, some of them have had like 200 fights. So it's a decent living, isn't it? And a lot of these journeymen are getting paid more than these little fake prospects. You go on BoxRec now, yeah. Type in the top 100 British boxers in the middleweight division, and most of them you've never heard of them, but they might be like 8-0, 9-0, you know, but they might be getting paid like 600 quid a fight, and they've had 9 fights. So say they get a grand, and they've had 9 fights in about 5 years. That's 9 grand, isn't it? What did I say? 9 fights and they get a grand. So that's 9 grand, innit? In 5 years. That's shit money. That's silly money. So yeah, journeymen who go in there to lose, they make more money than these little fucking prospects that you'll find on BoxRec. You know, we're like 8-0. Yeah, fucking... Do you know any journeymen that have paid off? What do you mean by paid off? You mean paid to lose? They know the deal before they go in. They know. I paid a journeyman about 800 quid. I boxed him on a Carl Froch undercard in Nottingham. Give him about 800 quid. And he knew he wasn't going to win. But I was told like not to stop him. Because if I knocked him out, he wouldn't have been able to fight again for another 28 days. So he would have missed out on paydays. So yeah, they go in there to lose. This is what I'm saying to you. I know the sport. I know the business. So if a boxer who's 20-0 is fighting a guy who's had 2 wins and fucking 100 losses, I'm not interested. So I know they're not trying to win. Takam, Cesaro, these guys, they give it a little go, don't they? But they're not really. They need to get to the back of the queue, don't they? Because they're not really fucking doing well. They're not really known for any big victories, are they? So yeah. Shout out to Yapiro 3D. So if I got that wrong. The super chat. Yes, Ty, keep up the lives. Best part of the week. Shout out to Seb Eubank on the beach, hanging with the Arabs in Dubai, like Lawrence Okoli. Yep. Chilling in Dubai with the Arabs. That's what he said, didn't he, Lawrence Okoli? Seb, he had a little heart failure, didn't he? I don't know if he drowned. I don't know if he was in the sea and he had a little heart attack and then he died and he got washed up on the shore. Don't really want to speculate, but yeah, he died young, didn't he? 29. That's what I mean, man. How old are you? Fucking enjoy life, man. Go on Viva Street, hire an escort, fuck her, give her 30 quid. Just chuck it. Yeah, it's 30 quid, fuck her. Have a good time, drink, fucking smoke weed. I tried to get hold of some weed today, but I can't really find any. But next time, have a good time, man. Because you might die young, like Seb. R.I.P. Hagler. Shout out to Nadav Drew for the £10 super chat. Give me a tenner. It's quite good of him, isn't it? Boovy. Your Jewish friend here. Things hotting up with my platform. I'll PM you. Nice to see you rolling with the times. Hop. Yeah, he's left his website. Yeah, shout out to Navad Drew. I remember talking to him on Facebook, He's a Jew, you know what I mean? Jews, they're on the fucking ball, aren't they? They're on the ball, man. So me and the Jew, Nadav, yeah, man. Shout out to the Jew, Nadav. What's the latest with you and YB? Is his foot still on your neck? Well, I fucking told you time and time again. I'm in the videos. The people who I diss in the videos, they can see me. So if they've got a problem, they can sort it out, innit? Like when Joshua came up to me. But that YB bitch, he's hiding, innit? You know what I mean? Like I say, if you're going to talk shit, if you're going to call Usyk, you suck. If you're going to call Tyson Fury, if you're going to call him Triple G Spot, Golovkin, say it to his face, innit? Keep that fucking energy on camera, be all in the videos like P. Diddy. You know what I mean? Be all in the videos like P. Diddy. You remember when P. Diddy was getting on Suge Knight's nerves? Being all in the videos, all on the records, dancing, come to death row. Yeah, my fucking American accent and all that, but that's... Says it all, don't it, about fucking YB. He's hiding, innit? Be all in the videos like fucking P. Diddy. Hiding in his mum's basement. When you're boxing again, Ty, I'm not going to box again because it's too hard, innit? This is easy. My first fight I got paid 600 quid. My second fight I got paid about 700 quid. Third fight, I boxed on a Sky Sports show, I got about 12 grand. After deductions I came out with about 800 quid. You know, then I might have got £1,000, got £2,000 for fighting Eubank. So why would I go back to that? Why would I go back to that unless I could sell like loads of tickets? But even then, why? I can sell tickets to probably get a few people in a little venue and just talk a load of shit and just shake hands and that and just, yeah. So I'd rather do that, you know, instead of getting punched. But any skid marks left on your trousers recently from one of society's rejects? Oh yeah, I told that story, didn't I? I spoke so much shit. But yeah, a woman came round here one time and she was like some drunken fucking slag, some little reject, and she was riding me, you know, while I was sat here and I had my little white pants on. But I pulled them down a little bit, you know, so my dick could get out. She was like riding me, yeah, and then when she went home, there was like a big fucking brown stain, you know, on my white pants. You know, where she was like riding me and like wiping her fucking dirty crack, you know, on my white pants. It was fucking disgusting. I was like, what the fuck, man? Clean your ass before you start fucking wiping your fucking dirty crack on my little white Primark pants. You fucking filthy slag. Fucking clean your ass, innit? Shout out to Stephen Sloan for the super chat. Who would you rather left hook? Bent legs or Umar, IFL Umar? Yeah, thanks for that. I haven't really got a problem with Umar. I haven't really got a problem with him. He's kind of turned a bit boring, hasn't he? He's not as interesting, is he, as he used to be. You remember when he first came on the scene, you know, with that white woman, Laura Deacon? You know, he was like really interesting, wasn't he? He was really interesting, but now he's not really that fucking interesting. You know, after he kind of got exposed, you know, for calling Liverpool people murderers and unemployed bin dippers. So Coogan told him to calm the fuck down. Now he's gone a bit boring, hasn't he? You remember when he was having a Nando's with Tyson Fury? How's your Tuesday going? You remember those days? They were exciting days, man. But nah, it's just fucking nothing. It's nothing, man. So yeah, Coogan, I'd rather smack him up. Look at that. You remember her? Laura Deacon. That's when I used to like Umar, IFL Umar, you know, when he was fucking all these nice white women and having a Nando's with Tyson Fury. How's your Tuesday going? But then someone dug up his old tweets, you know, and exposed him, and that kind of happened to that Shannon Contney, didn't it? Yeah, it happened to Shannon Contney. So yeah, they fucked up. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Let's read this super chat. Shout out to Beard Productions for the £10 super chat. It's nice of him, innit? Sorry, this live ain't that good, is it? It's a bit trash. Was you a delivery driver? Yeah. Delivered a pizza to a woman who answered the door naked, and I fucking grabbed one of her nipples. I had to do it, man. I had to fucking do it. It's a good live. Thumbs up. Yeah, thanks for that, Pigeon Plop. Tyrone, MTK Tyrone. Talk about Billy Ho quitting. Forget about the score he gave you, lol, yeah. It's one of them, innit? He quit, did he quit? Did he? Yeah. He didn't really jump up and protest, did he? So I suppose... I said this before, these fucking little YB fucking hoes. These little groupies. I've told you before, Billy Joe Saunders, yeah. You know Diego Corrales, he got beat by Mayweather. I don't know if you're old enough to remember that fight, but when Diego Corrales got stopped by his corner, Diego Corrales was going mental at his corner. He was going fucking mental. And he like pushed his corner man. And his corner man like had to quickly walk off, you know, in fear. So I suppose Billy Joe Saunders, he didn't really have that kind of response, did he? But I said it before that fight even happened. Fuck boxing. Get in, get the bag, and fuck off. It's alright being a legend, isn't it? And yeah, I'm a 2-weight world champ. Yeah. I'm a this, I'm a that. Look at all my belts. Look at Hagler. Go and fucking watch a Tommy. Go and watch a Hagler interview. He was a bit punchy, Hagler. But watch Tommy Earns as well. And James Toney. These guys were fucked up. He's slurring, but yeah, he's got all these fancy belts in his cabinet. But what does it mean? It don't mean shit. It's all about the bag, innit? Get the bag. Why did your gay uncle call you a silly little boy? Well, when I was younger, I went to my gay uncle's little house party, and there was a few of his gay mates there, and I spilt a drink, you know, in the kitchen by accident when I was about 13, and my gay uncle, he said to me, "You stupid boy," you know what I mean? He shouldn't have spoke to me like that, you know what I mean? And all these little gay mates were like laughing, you know, in the kitchen, and I thought, they're gonna fucking rape me, aren't they? They're gonna fucking rape me. Rape's not that funny, is it? Someone sent me a little clip of David Hay saying that his fight with Audley Harrison is going to be as one-sided as a gang rape. And it was, wasn't it? And the fucking woman, the little silly woman, she was like, "Oh, don't say that, that's horrible. Oh, you shouldn't be justifying rape." He didn't fucking justify it, he just said it's going to be as one-sided as a gang rape. And it pretty much was, wasn't it? Fucking Audley Harrison. He was a bit of a flop, wasn't he? He used to talk all this shit about, yeah, it's my destiny to be a world champ. It's all this destiny shit. It's a lot of fucking nonsense, innit? It's a lot of bullshit. Who is the best stand-up comedian? Good question. I don't know. I don't really watch stand-up comedy anymore, you know. I used to like it. I used to watch Dave Chappelle and fucking Chris Rock and that other black guy. Kevin Hart and all them guys, but I kind of lost interest. I just started watching like, what I watch? Whatever. Vlad TV. I spoke about this already in the other live. I'm not going to go on about it, but you know, I interviewed a guy from Friday. You know the film Friday with Ice Cube in it. They got paid $5,000. You know, and the film generated like $300 million, and they got paid like $5,000, $5,000, which is about £3,000. So that's fucking silly money, innit? I like Ricky Gervais, I do. You know what I mean? I like him. I like his sitcoms, The Office, Extras. They're fucking brilliant. Thoughts on Emily Eubank? That's Chris Eubank Senior's daughter, innit? I don't know, I'm not really into black women, to be honest. Not really into them. I like white women, I like fucking, what other words? Whoever, just black women. They're too masculine, aren't they? They're too like, yeah. I don't know, I just can't be doing with that masculine energy. I like women who are like little sex slaves. You know, women who are like quiet and feminine, and you know, if you say to them, go and make me a cup of tea, and they get up and make me a tea, it fucking turns me on. Because it's like they're a sex slave, and it fucking, that's what it's about, isn't it? The same way I like feminine women, women like masculine men. If a woman told me to go and make her a cup of tea and I quickly got up and made her a cup of tea, she'd lose respect for me. So it's one of them, innit? I like fucking... So black women, they're too loud, aren't they? Clarissa Shields, come on, man. Could you tell Clarissa Shields to make you a sandwich? You couldn't say to Clarissa Shields, if you was in a relationship with her, get up and make me a sandwich. You know, it wouldn't happen, would it? So you're like a nice little feminine woman, you know, a nice little, you know, Katie Taylor. She's a decent fighter, but she's quite feminine as well, isn't she? She's quiet. You could tell she don't like doing interviews, Katie Taylor. She doesn't, but she don't like it. She's not a big talker, is she? She's like quiet. She does her talking in the ring, but you can tell outside the ring she's nice and quiet and like feminine and that. Women like Shannon Contley, Clarissa Shields, fucking, who did that guy just say? There's another woman. Did I say that UFC woman, Ronda Rousey? They're arrogant, aren't they? And it's fucking off-putting. So when they get smacked up, you love it, don't you? You fucking love it. Holly Holm, she was quite nice. She was a good fighter, but she was quite feminine as well, wasn't she? So yeah, Clarissa Shields, man, it's no good, is it? I've made more money tonight. I've made more money tonight than I did working in Amazon, you know, for 40 hours in a whole week. So it's, you know, picking up boxes and putting them on top of other boxes like a fucking slave. Having a supervisor saying to me, hurry up, you know, you're too slow, you're fucking falling behind here. I don't know, it's no good, is it? Get on the YouTube hype. Get the bag. Shall I wrap this up? Clarissa Shields going from boxing to MMA to test herself. Massive respect to her. Yeah, respect to her. Respect to her, but could you be in a relationship with her? Would you be sexually attracted to her? Yeah, she's done well in boxing and MMA, but we're not talking about that, are we? We're talking about relationships. Being with a woman sexually. It's not appealing, is it, when women are masculine like that? It's fucking off-putting. So Clarissa Shields, she might die alone. You know, women when they're like 20, they get a bit cocky, don't they? They get a bit arrogant. You know, when they're in their prime, when they're like 20 years old, 20 to 30, they're a bit cocky, aren't they? and they turn down nice men, you know, like plumbers, you know, make a good wage, 60 grand a year. But because they haven't got millions of followers on Instagram and a blue tick, these plumbers get rejected by these women. Because these women think they deserve like a top man, like a fucking £100,000 a week Premiership footballer. But those men are rare, aren't they? They're like the 0.0001%. So you're not going to fucking get them kind of men, are you? But they'll hold out for them. They'll hold out and hold out and hold out. Then they'll get to like 35 years old, 40. And then they're no longer in demand. And then they become rejects. They become wrinkly and saggy, and they start to lose their looks. So they fucking die alone. You know, in an old people's home. Looking out of a fucking window on their own, all depressed. Is it true Coogan has one testicle? I don't know, man. Moving like Kevin Samuels. Yeah, man. Kevin Samuels, man. This guy's on the fucking ball. I like his channel. That's what I mean. This is what I'm saying to you. These kind of channels, yeah. Kevin Samuels, Joe Rogan, Vlad TV, True Geordie. Thanks for the £100. Who else? These channels are fucking good channels, man. So boxing, I don't really know what's going on in boxing. Look at the title of this video. It's called Anthony Joshua versus Usyk, a review. I haven't spoke about that fight once, have I? And it's the same with my other live that I did the other day called Errol Spence versus Pacquiao, a review. I didn't mention it at all. I just can't be arsed with boxing. That's a good question, but I ain't really got an answer to it. Someone says, what do you think about Eddie Earn bullying Jody Marsh when they were at school together? I don't know, it's interesting, isn't it? But I don't know what happened. I don't know the story there. But I know that Jody Marsh, she got bullied. And she had a load of surgery and she had like fake tits, and because people used to call her ugly, you know, in school. And it's the same with Coogan, I'm telling you. Because Coogan now is like a little somebody, isn't he? Coogan's a little somebody now. Now he's got a little blue tick. And he's got over 100,000 followers. But you know, back in the days, he was like a little nobody, wasn't he? He wasn't really fucking on the scene, man. No one really, he wasn't really anything. So now, yeah. Now. Where's that fucking video of him dancing, man? Let me just have a look for that. Look at that video. It's really interesting, this video. It shows his like psychology. Look at this. Coogan, he's trying to fit in, and he's trying to desperately get in there. They've got a good rhythm going on, haven't they? They've got a good little sync. You know those, look at Hor Phelps. You know those guys there, that Bella and those other black guys. Coogan tries to fit in, but he don't fit in, does he? He can't get into rhythm, he can't get in there, kind of. His bent legs aren't allowing him to get in. But that video there, it says a lot about his upbringing. You know, he was like a reject when he was a nobody. He tries to fit in, doesn't really fit in. You know, and it speaks volumes, don't it, that video there. And then he tries to get back in again, but they don't really accept him. Rama Nathan. There's no rhythm there at all, is there, from Coogan? His fucking bent legs aren't allowing him to get in sync, you know, with them. They've got a good little flow, haven't they? It's a good little flow, but Kugan is... So yeah, it says it all, don't it, about his fucking upbringing, his rejection as a kid. It says it all, man. Yeah. The amount of exposure you're giving Kugan, you're getting paid, end of. What do you mean? I'm getting paid by Kugan, or I'm getting paid by milking him, rinsing out his name, just fucking slagging him. Yeah, whatever, I'm getting paid, whatever. Yeah, what do you think of this live? Shall I just fucking end this? Do you think Kugan is a family man? Yeah, that's how it starts, don't it? You have a kid with a woman, you have happy families, and posting photos on Instagram of you and the baby mama and the kid, and you're like, yeah, I've done well in life. I've got a fucking woman and a kid. Yeah, look at me. Yeah, I'm doing well, aren't I? How's your Tuesday going? How are you single men doing who are desperate? Yeah, look at me. I've got a kid and a fucking woman. But Kugan will get bored of her. He'll get bored of him. He'll fuck him off. I'm telling you. You see him dancing away with those women. He was on coke as well, wasn't he? Did you see that photo of him on the sniff? Can't be bothered to try and find it, but he was on the sniff. Shall I wrap this shit up? Is it dragging on? It's been about 45 minutes. I might have to wrap it up. A few more questions, yeah? What you say? Find that photo. What of Kugan on the sniff? Alright, let's have a look. Kugan's fucked up there, isn't he? He's proper messed up. He's proper... Someone commented on the live before this one, and they said that IFL's views have gone down for the month, and you know, he might be using a bit of coke, you know, to try and lift himself up a bit, you know, try and fucking get that little high and that. Get that little boost, that little fucking whatever boost. Yeah, he's fucked in here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at his eyes. He's proper fucked up, isn't he? He might be bored of fucking the same woman, you know what I mean? So he might want a bit of excitement in life, because he's definitely high there, isn't he? He's fucking definitely high as fuck. You know, he's trying to... I don't know if I've got to him, you know, dissing him in these videos, because he like used to ring me and beg me to stop talking about him, but I didn't, did I? So it's kind of caused him to turn to drugs. You know, and he's really fucking high there, and he's messed up. It says it all, don't it? Raman Nathan. Yeah, that will do, you know. That will fucking do. That will do. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing and donating and all that. It's been quite good on it. Well, it hasn't been that good, has it? It's been a bit shit, this live, but whatever. It's free to watch, innit? Freebie. Yeah, see you later, yeah? Be safe.